First, with respect to the motion to set conference for the transfer of exhibit markings, I just note that under paragraph 3 on page 2 of this motion, the prosecution is also requesting for the portion of Arturo Las Cañas affidavit, paragraphs 270, 270 paragraph B, and 270 paragraph D to be also marked. Now, I would just like to put on record that we're objecting even to the marking of this particular exhibit, consistent with the ruling of this court when we objected to the reading session of the NBI Director Melvin Matibag when he testified and was cross-examined by Defense Counsel Attorney Mark Vinluan. So we object to the marking of this portion of Arturo Las Cañas affidavit. As of this point, no witness has yet testified on this affidavit, and it is on record, if we review the record of the court, that that supposed affidavit was unnotarized and was not signed by anybody, let alone identified by any competent witness. And also, Your Honor, the motion is to set conference for the transfer of exhibit markings. Now, this presupposes that there has already been a marking on the original document. Now, if there is no competent witness who has identified the affidavit of Las Cañas, then there is no reason for a supposed transfer of exhibit markings. We object. We object to item number 3 of this motion. We will not agree. And if the presiding court, if the presiding officer will rule to allow even the pre-marking or the marking of this item under this motion, then we would like to have our objection, continuing objection to the allowance of even the marking of this particular exhibit put on record, Your Honor. Thank you.
Ano yung present status nitong mga AOMs na to?
Hindi po. I don't have personal knowledge about that.
Okay. So you wouldn't know of whether may credit notice o wala?
Yes, sir.
Oh, but since you're an auditor, ano po ang ibig sabihin ng credit notice para sa isang auditor?
Kapag sinabing credit notice, yung document submitted ay already passed in audit na po.
Opo, pass in audit, meaning allowed?
Yes po.
Allowed in
But subject to the reopening of the audit later on. To the reopening of the audit later on po.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Witness. Ngayon, Mr. Witness, since hanggang doon lang naman, no, yung naging saklaw talaga ng inyong service, I don't want to prolong this any longer. Gusto ko lang makita, based on your findings, AOM, diba? Tapos yung notice of suspension para sa OVP and the AOMs for DepEd, these are preliminary findings, correct?
Yes po, kasi nire-require pa naman sa agency na mag-justify yung findings and submit the documents being sought po dun sa...
Opo. At based po dito sa findings ninyo, wala namang pong expressly nakasulat na may misappropriation at this point.
Actually, yung presumption of misuse kasi nasa item 8.3 na kapag hindi nag-liquidate or failure of liquidation of the accountable officers upon due demand shall be a prima facie evidence that such fund has been put to personal benefit or misuse.
Yes. But I am just asking for the response na meron po bang expressly nakasulat sa mga findings niya?
Ask and answer, Your Honor. It is in
That is a
8.3.
presumption po. So hindi
Opo.
kailangan isabihin.
May expressly po ba na nakasulat na may ni isang kusing na napunta sa bulsa ng Vice Presidente?
Ask and answer, Your Honor. This... wait, don't answer. Uy. That question, Your Honor, has been asked and answered.
We ask for
Sustained-
ruling, Your Honor.
Sustained counsel, I think where you're getting at, modify. I think where you're getting at, modify. Modify your question. You can get it.
Okay. So, basically po, ang findings nyo ay preliminary lamang. Wala pong any conclusive finding pa as to any misappropriation. Yun lang po ang tanong ko.
Ang sabi kasi sa circular, upon failure to liquidate,
No,
meron
I
ng
am
presumption.
Your Honor,
Ask
the
and
witness
answer,
is not
Your Honor.
responding.
No,
He
the
already
witness
said...
Asking if it's...
The witness is not responsive. Kindly respond. I think the question is quite simple,
Yun lang naman
Mr.
po.
Wamil.
Preliminary pa lang. So wala pang any conclusive finding as to any misappropriation. Yun na lang po. Para lang po masagot nyo na ng diretso.
Hindi naman po kasi kailangang i-state doon sa findings.
Again, Your Honor, non-responsive.
Let the presiding officer be the one to do it, or try to do it. Kapag ka nag-issue po kayo ng AOM, Audit Observation Memorandum, failure to liquidate na po ba yun? O may mga observation pa lang kayo? Kailan masasabing may failure to liquidate na? No? Pag may notice of disallowance na, notice of suspension, o AOM pa lang?
Nakalagay po kasi sa Joint Circular, Your Honor, under 8.3, failure to liquidate by the accountable officer upon due demand shall be a prima facie evidence.
Opo, again, Mr. Wamila, yung pag-issue niyo po ba ng AOM, pasok na sa failure to liquidate upon due demand o hindi pa po?
Hindi pa po sa AOM, Your Honor.
Kasi wala pong due demand sa AOM.
Yes po.
At may sasabi mo rin bang wala pang failure to liquidate? O meron na?
Pag sa AOM po wala, pero pag sa NS po, since meron ng first issuance which is considered as demand, so meron na po sa NS.
So,
As per
AOM
siya.
wala pa. Pag NS,
Meron na.
meron ng demand at
Opo.
meron ng failure to liquidate.
Opo, since sa AOM po, nire-require na silang i-justify and i-submit yung mga documents na hindi nila na-submit.
Pero sa AOM, wala pa nga ganun.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay. Counsel, your witness.
Thank you. And lastly, gusto ko lang to ma-clarify. Of course, the witness was a state auditor of the ICFAO. So, recommendatory lang po ang function ninyo. Hindi po kayo nagde-decide pagdating sa, lalong-lalo na pagdating sa notice of disallowance. Tama po ba?
Yes po. It's the function of the commission proper.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Wamil, Attorney Wamil. I thank you for your patience. That is all for this witness, Your Honor.
Thank
unless
you,
there's anything else.
counsel for respondent. Redirect, if any, counsel for the panel of prosecutors.
Yes, Your Honor, with your permission.
Counsel may proceed
Few
with her
questions
redirect.
on the redirect. Mr. Witness, tinanong sa'yo ng counsel for the respondent kung meron kang special training para mag-audit ng confidential funds. Kailangan ba ng special training para mag-audit ng confidential funds?
No, ma'am.
Hindi.
Hindi po.
Okay.
Counsel recross.
Recross just 2 points, Your Honor. Just two
Counsel
quick
for
points. I don't
respondent
want
may
to
proceed.
prolong this. Unang-unal sa lahat po, ukol po doon sa acknowledgement receipts. Pagdating po sa mga undated na nabanggit nyo naman at nasa report nyo naman, you would confirm na sumagot ang OVP pero hindi na niya inabutan ang sagot or meaning hindi niya na alam kung sumagot man ng OVP doon sa notice of suspension.
Yes po, hindi ko na po naabutan yun.
So probably for another witness. Ngayon, dun sa unang sinabi po ng kagalang-galang na si Attorney Kapunan sa pagiging exempt, ni minsan ba humingi ang exemption sa inyo ang Vice Presidente sa audit ng kanyang confidential funds?
Ang humingi po ng, actually, meron nag-request po na kung pwedeng audit query na lang
Opo.
yung i-issue instead of
Opo.
AOM. So,
But hindi
parang
po
exception
exemption.
po yun dun sa provision ng Joint Circular na AOM yung i-issue.
Ang exemption po yung tinatanong ko. Just an exemption on the audit itself. The conduct of the audit, meaning nag-submit po ba sila ng liquidation reports?
Yes po.
Nag-responde po ba sila sa AOM nyo?
Yes po, pero hindi pa rin po sila compliant dun sa requirements.
No, Your Honor, I'm not asking that. I'm just asking for, nag-submit ba sila? Did they respond to your AOMs?
Not
Nag-submit pero hindi po
covered by the
full yung
director,
submission.
So they did not ignore your AOMs? At
Pero
least
hindi
kasi
pa rin
AOM
po
lang.
full submission yung ginawa nila.
The
Your Honor, not
question,
responsive to witnesses,
Mr. Wamil, is, did they submit a response? Whatever your evaluation of the response, complete or incomplete, is another matter.
Yes po, Your Honor. They submitted the response po dun sa AOM.
So they
That's all.
submitted a response.
That is all for recross, Your Honor. Again, Mr. Witness, thank you for your patience. Thank you. Papasalamat
With the
din ako.
permission of our colleagues, it's 2:30 and session was called by the Senate President to be convened at 3 p.m. May we continue with our interjections for this witness tomorrow? And I have listed already those who would like to make interjections. In this order, Senator Tulfo, Rafi, Senator Bamakino, Senator Pangilinan, Senator Erwin Tulfo, Senate President, Senator Joel Villanueva, Senator Judge Risa Ontiveros, Senator Judge Padilla, and Senator Judge Aimee. Marcos, and Senator Judge Ejercito. In that order. It'll be in the journal anyway tomorrow.
Your Honor, please, before any other announcements, can we ask that the witness be excused?
Yes, the chair was about to do that. Mr. Wamel, you're excused for the day. Kindly be back again tomorrow without need or necessity of issuing another subpoena. Can we rely on your word that you will be attending tomorrow's hearing for the continuation and hopefully closure of your testimony before the impeachment court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Asahan po namin, you are excused, sir. Thank you po sa inyong kooperasyon at oras at pasensya. Before we adjourn, Chair notes that the next witness, Ms. Eileen May Del Ocampo, was only subpoenaed to appear before the court on August 3 and August 4. The clerk is thereby directed to issue and the Sergeant-at-Arms to serve a subpoena for the appearance of Ms. Eileen May Del Ocampo of the COA ICFAO, which subpoena shall remain valid from August 5, 2026 until August 11, 2026. With respect to Marivic Pareja, who was subpoenaed for August 4 and 5, the issuance of subpoena will depend on the chair's ruling on the motion for judicial notice of the prosecution, which the chair will rule upon after hearing the respondent orally or through a written manifestation or motion regarding this matter tomorrow before we adjourn. So ordered.
Few
The
manifestations,
panel
Your
of
Honor.
prosecutors, with the permission of the lead prosecutor, allow the presiding officer to finish with one other administrative matter. The panel of prosecutors also filed a motion to set a conference for the transfer of exhibit markings to be set at 4 p.m. on Wednesday, tomorrow, August 5, 2026, for the transfer of markings from copies previously marked during the pre-trial order. Given that this is administrative in nature, the request and the motion is granted. The counsel for respondent is directed, as well as counsel for the panel of prosecutors, to assign lawyers for this change of markings to be conducted again, for the record, at 4 p.m. of Wednesday, August 5, 2026. That is tomorrow.
Your Honor,
Yes, what
may I
is
be recognized, Your Honor? Good afternoon.
before the lead counsel for the respondent, I think the lead prosecutor earlier asked for recognition. What is the pleasure of the Honorable Luistro?
First of all, Your Honor, we just want to acknowledge your pronouncement earlier about the setting of the transfer of marking of exhibits that will be on August 5, 4 p.m.
Tomorrow.
This pertains particularly to Exhibit P4-3 and series through P4-35B. Second, Your Honor, we also acknowledge the pronouncement of the impeachment court relative to the oral or written comment of the defense to the earlier motion of the prosecution that was filed on August 3. That is to take judicial notice of the hearings conducted both by the House Committee on Good Government and Public Accountability and the Committee on Justice, Your Honor. That's for the record. And third, Your Honor, this is in line also with another pronouncement of the impeachment court in compliance with, relative to our compliance to the 5-day notice rule. We will be submitting the list of witnesses for next week, as well as the request for issuance of subpoena tomorrow, August 5, because the same will depend on the conclusion of the testimony of Ms. Eileen Del Campo, as well as the ruling of the impeachment court with regards to the motion to take judicial notice on the hearing of the two committees of the House of Representatives, Your Honor.
That's all?
Yes, Your Honor.
Duly noted. What is the pleasure of the lead counsel of the respondent?
Thank you, Your Honor. First, with respect to the motion to set conference for the transfer of exhibit markings, I just note that under paragraph 3 on page 2 of this motion, the prosecution is also requesting for the portion of Arturo Las Cañas affidavit, paragraphs 270, 270 paragraph B, and 270 paragraph D, to be also marked. Now, I would just like to put on record that we're objecting even to the marking of this particular exhibit, consistent with the ruling of this court when we objected to the reading session of the NBI Director Melvin Matibag when he testified and was cross-examined by Defense Counsel Attorney Mark Vinluan. So we object to the marking of this portion of Arturo Lascañas affidavit. As of this point, no witness has yet testified on this affidavit, and it is on record, if we review the record of the court, that that supposed affidavit was unnotarized and was not signed by anybody, let alone identified by any competent witness. And also, Your Honor, the motion is to set conference for the transfer of exhibit markings. Now, this presupposes that there has already been a marking on the original document. Now, if there's no competent witness who has identified the affidavit of Lascañas, then there is no reason for a supposed transfer of exhibit markings. We object. We object to item number 3 of this motion. We will not agree. And if the presiding court, if the presiding officer will rule to allow even the pre-marking or the marking of this item under this motion, then we would like to have our objection, continuing objection to the allowance of even the marking of this particular exhibit put on record, Your Honor. Thank you.